Hello, everybody. This is Kyrix for This Week in Kyrix, the first one of the year of 2018. This is the This Week in Kyrix for the day of, or the week of, Wednesday, January 3rd, 2018. And if I sound like butt, it's because I'm starting the new year off right. Sick. Yeah. I came home from Pokemon, rode through the cold, thought all I had was just, the stuffy nose, or the runny nose, or the both, really, that I have when I'm exposed to cold air. That rapidly degenerated into an actual cold. Wednesday morning, I got paid, so I had my aunt come up, supposedly just to bring flea treatments for the pets. And it basically degenerated into her running me all over St. Pete because I was sick and couldn't do it myself. That's not to say it was a total loss, though. Let's backtrack though just a bit, because otherwise what I'm about to say isn't going to make any sense. Here, Willow, please don't knead on my stomach right now, baby. She likes to knead on my stomach, but unfortunately she doesn't know how to pull her claws in as well, and it's very pokey. Anyway, I go to, actually, let's backtrack further. There was a, no, Loey, get down. She's headbutting the back of the laptop now. She's being a brat. Get down. I love you, Willow, but you're being a brat. Okay. One of the two main places I frequent, Critical Hit Games, decided they were going to have a New Year's party, which was great, because I was at the end of the month. Willow, get down! It was the end of the month, so I had no food, really. Had no money. And their parties always include food, so I showed up. The plan was to bring my Trek stuff up, play a little Star Trek, and then go home after getting some food. But our Star Trek judge had actually recently bought a Battlestar Galactica board game. And I decided, fuck it, I'll play too. And that basically consumed the entire time I was up there. I think I left around 10 or 11 or so. I basically managed to get home in the same year I left. It was a fun game. We ended up losing because we managed to get all three possible Cylons against us, so... For the record, I don't really know much about Battlestar Galactica. So, it was a learning experience for me, but it was fun. Let's see. What else? What else did I learn? Or not learn, but... normally their parties include cake, which they didn't have, and cheese, which they didn't have. But this time it included mac and cheese, which I did eat. But more importantly, it also included pigs in a blanket, which I had like 2 heaping piles of. I'm sorry, something about little hot dogs wrapped up in a biscuit and tossed in the oven is just delicious to me. I don't know why. It's just good shit. Good, clean, wholesome fun for the whole family. So that's how I spent my New Year's. Came home, went to sleep in relative warmth. Then comes Pokemon. I'm up at Pokemon. We did our New Year's tournament. The girl there, who's one of my main rivals, blocked my sweep. I almost went undefeated, and then I fought her at the very end, and she whooped me. She got 2 crits in a row, and it fucked my whole team up. Well, not in a row, but in the same match, and it didn't go so well for me. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. But I got a weird text from the roommate saying, "What smells like burning?" And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I figured it was the heater, because when you turn a heater on, sometimes you get a burning smell. I come home and my whole room is dark, and I'm thinking, did you cut my breaker or something? I come in there and my room looks smoky for some reason. I turn my lamp on, I turn my heater on, I turn my fan on. Everything's going at like half power, the lamp's flickering, and the smoking's getting worse. Turns out my outlet tried to catch fire. There's a big fucking scorch mark all over it. And it melted the cord of my lamp. So, fortunately, apparently my power in my room cut before an actual fire could start. which was good because the animals were home alone. They could have all died in a fire. I'm extremely fortunate they didn't. Now, it could have been... I'm pretty sure it was the lamp that set it off because it was the most scorched of the two things out of the power strip and the lamp. It's also possible that there's like a squirrel or something living in our walls, and it might have chewed the wires and fucked things up. So when I had my aunt bring stuff, I mentioned, can you please bring a power strip and some extension cords? Well, while we were out, I also had to pick up some Dayquil and NyQuil, which I got for $7.99 for 24 pills, which is good. Basically a 3-day supply is what I have. And got that for $7.99. Normally this shit run for like $15. And I got the extra strength stuff, which was pills and not gel caps for some reason. Go figure. And also had to hit the bank because the roommate had me take out money from Amscot for him and told me I could pay it back out of the rent that I would normally give him, so that I had to pay that off. Plus I had to pay my aunt for the vet stuff. And I had her run me to Walmart so I could get cat food, because we were out anyway. While we were out, she also had me hit a thrift store so we could get me a new lamp, which is now on my desk. And then, to keep the good news rolling, the next day, I got my food stamps, and I decided to run up to Walmart to get a whole bunch of mac and cheese. That is, the homemade kind, which is basically a block of shredded cheese and a pound of macaroni. Not a block, a pound of shredded cheese and a pound of macaroni. And I bought the makings for 6 of those. I also bought two 2 liters of soda and all 5 of the little dollar headphones they had on sale. And I took some money up with me. I had $3 in cash. For some reason, I only grabbed 2 of it, because I didn't notice the third one. It was elsewhere in the desk. Stopped by Circle K, spent those $2 on 2 $1 scratch-offs. Took them home, scratched them off, and got $4. So between those and the dollar that's in my desk, that's going to pay for Star Trek this month. That would be everything, because we didn't have HeroClix, which I wouldn't have gone to anyway because it's too cold. But I just logged into Steam to make sure I didn't have any messages from Eisen, and Sammy, as a late birthday and Christmas present, sent me Cuphead and Oxygen Not Included, so I'm going to try to have some fun with those a little bit later. Might clear off my task, plug in the controller, give Cuphead a try. Eventually play some Oxygen Not Included. It's looking to be fun. I would talk longer, but my nose is stuffed up and my throat is fucked, so... See you next week, everyone. Bye-bye.